What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. On my phone today, I forgot my GoPro, so anyway, I'll probably just have to get you some before and after footage because I don't have a stand for the phone. I'm gonna be fumbling with it. But anyway, I got that right. Let me show you what I'm gonna do here today. This right here is a bed I put these 2x6s around the bottom of yesterday, and I did replace a 2x4 on top right there on that side. But anyway, we're gonna get the weeds out of here and put some, just top dress this with mulch. We're not doing anything with these trees. They're gonna actually be taken up at some point. Somebody's getting them. This right here palm, we're just gonna clean out from under it, take all this stuff out, and the customer just wants to let grass grow up to that. So I built this box here also. Go around her mailbox. She doesn't actually get mail here, but it's, I guess, more of a decoration. I'm gonna put some topsoil in there and put some weed barrier down, and then she'll come back and do some plants. And then of course we're gonna just top dress all these beds across the front and do some weed barrier in this bed over here, and put some mulch down in it as well. It's also, the bed runs around the end of the house that we got to put some mulch in, and all of that's just a top dressing on everything. So anyway, not too bad. I'll get you some after footage anyway. And this right here is what I'm going to be using. Scott's Premium topsoil. It's basically just well, it's what they had at Tractor Supply. So everybody's doing raised beds right now, so popular thing, and it's getting hard at a lot of places to even find topsoil. So that's what I got. Alright, so we got all the mulch cleaned out and the weed barrier around this palm. And I did mix some topsoil in with the soil that's there. This is mostly centipede out here. It's already been fertilized. We're probably going to put some water on it. That centipede's going to run. It's going to come pretty quick. Here's the mailbox. Got a topsoil in there. I put, I think, 5 bags, about 4 cubic feet of it. It's a couple of inches thick. I'm gonna put a weed barrier down. I still got a good 3 to 4 inches left, and so what I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna mulch it on up, make it nice and thick, and that should prevent sunlight from getting down in there and developing a lot of weeds. I mean, with this centipede, it's gonna run into the box. We'll have to keep it cleaned up good around the outside, and it will go under it. That's just the nature of that centipede, though. So anyway, that's just a quick update. Show you what kind of weed barrier I'm going to use. I got the Stay Green, which is kind of fertilizer I've been using. This is called the Premium. It had decent reviews on Lowe's. I believe it for this 3x100. I want to say it was $21, $22. I also just went ahead and got their stakes. I always have a mallet with me. That's what I tap those stakes down with if the ground's hard. Here they'll probably just push in. And of course I got my quick change Stanley utility knife. So okay, got the weed barrier down in there now, and it's all stapled down. I think what I'm going to take and do is put maybe a bag of mulch. I'm doing 2 cubic, I think they're 2 cubic foot bags of mulch. I said I got it down. I don't have this end down. But I think I'll probably go ahead and put a bag in it just to keep it weighted down, and we can rake it around and put whatever she wants in it, because I don't think she has what she's going to put in it yet. I'm just going ahead and taking care of these. So I don't want to just leave it like that, because that will blow all over the place. We get a good wind through here. So okay, we got this little corner top dressed here with the new boards on it. Looking pretty good. I didn't do it before of these beds, so I figured I better come back and do one. You can see where I'm putting the new mulch in. So you can see what that looks like. And I say new mulch, it's just a top dresser. But I'm cleaning all these weeds out, and just coming through here and just putting a light top dressing on it. It's not really very much room to put very much mulch in there. So that's what we're doing. Let me show y'all something real quick with top dressing. Now you probably already know this, but for example, if you get a bed where the mulch is already up to the top of the bricks and you want to put about 1 inch on there, all you really got to do, usually in the beds like this one's got a low spot right over here, I'm going to take that mulch And I'm going to rake it back. And I'm going to take it and put it in the low spot. And, you know, kind of level it out. Now, even if it didn't have a low spot and you didn't want to take all the mulch out, you can take one of your old bags that you put the mulch in with and just take it and grab you a couple of inches out right here at the edge and throw it in that bag. Okay? If you do that, because the top dressing, all they want to do is freshen up the look of the mulch. And if it's already up even with the barrier they got in here, and they're not wanting to pay to remove all this stuff, and you know, if you want the job, or if it's one of your existing customers like I got here, you know, if you just do that, and you can see, I should have showed you down here where I'd already done it. You see right here, this new mulch comes up to the edge, okay? You can even see where the people before put the weed barrier in there, right there. But what I did is I raked back, because the weed barrier is right there, see? Look, that's not even an inch thick, okay? But that's the way they did this bed installation, and I'm not going to dig 3 inches out of it so I can put it in the mulch because the customer doesn't want to pay for that. So, yeah, there you go. Just a free little tip. It might help you out. All right, I've got this barrier down in here. I got a couple of bricks just left on it to hold it. I mean, I've got clips in it. But I want to show you what I did, because she already had these plants in here, which you know is aggravating when you're having to work around, especially in a small area this much. So what I did is 1, 2, 3 sections. Now this is probably only 2.5 foot wide. I'm cutting off a 3 foot roll. So as you can see, I got some overlap in this. And so what I did is I put a slice there, you know, just split it and run it up to both sides of it. Put a clip at some of them. I don't need it at all of them. I'm getting ready to throw mulch in here, so it's not going to go anywhere. Anyway, I'm just showing you that because you might run into a situation like that. I mean, you know, it's that's the best way I come up with. Do it. You might have a better suggestion, but anyway, just want to share that with you. All right, here we go. Finished product. Again, I put these border boards on this bed. Went back in and you know, all the way around on the bottom. Went back in, did a top dressing on that. I pulled all the weeds out of these beds. There's some stuff right there. And so, just put a top dressing on these all the way around. And this little bit of grass and stuff I got out in the yard, I'm not too worried about. A little bit of stuff I pulled out of bed. I tried to pick up the big stuff. But I will be back here on Tuesday to service this property, so cut it. I'm not going to mulch stuff. I'm not going to run around it right now. But anyway, lifted up those sagos were hanging outside the bed on the ground. In fact, you can tell where I didn't even trim under here last time because the grass, those were hanging over. Customer come out and saw those, really loved them. I mentioned it to her a couple of weeks ago. And she's really one of those kind of, just do whatever you want to do, you know. And I trimmed off about 6 of these. This was hanging down some places almost to the ground. Of course, I pulled all of that old mulch and weed berry out from under there, put some topsoil in with the soil that's under there. I'm just going to let the grass run up to that. She decided on this, probably because of the timing now. It's already hot here. She said, I'm not even going to worry about putting anything in it. So we basically just got it looking good. I got about a good solid 2 inches of mulch in the bottom of that. I put about 3 cubic foot in that 4x4. And then this one over here, we got it done now. And you may be wondering about the rocks and the bricks and all that. Apparently those help with cats. So I don't know. She had a bunch of them in there. I just left a few of them. I noticed she had bricks and blocks in the other beds too. So, but anyway, that's the job right there. Done. Took me, ended up taking about 2.5 hours. And like I said, if I'd have had my GoPro with me, I would have got y'all some footage, but I don't really have any way to do that with my camera. I leave my phone, and you know, I don't take time to prop it up somewhere. This is Saturday. I want to get out here and get this done. get through with it. We got a little bit of trash here on the trailer, as you can see. So, been customers out, about to go see her. All right, got the mulch job done. Customer checked everything out. She loved it, and characteristic with this customer, overpaid me. So, you know, can't complain about that at all. But anyway, appreciate you taking time to watch the video. Hope that you enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, appreciate it if you'd hit that like and that subscribe button, and little bell, turn on notifications, and hope y'all have a great weekend. Most of y'all know, if you've been watching this channel any time, that I'm a follower of Christ, and so this weekend we're celebrating the resurrection, and just thank the Lord for that. And you know, if you don't know Christ as your Savior, I hope you come to a place where you do. I encourage you. If you want to find God, read the Gospel of John. Just flip to the New Testament, read through the Gospel of John, and John tells us these things are written. At the end of the Gospel of John, these things are written so that you may know that Christ is the Son of God, and believing in Him, you might have eternal life. And so, anyway, hope y'all have a great weekend. Appreciate you watching again. May the Lord richly bless you, and may you see your blessings as from Him.